Hi everyone, in this tutorial I will show you how to perform a typical segmentation workflow using the AxonDeepSeg plugin for FSLeyes. If you have any questions on how to install the plugin or how to install AxonDeepSeg, please refer to the documentation page that will be linked in the description of this video. Okay, so now that we want to launch the plugin, we're going to go on Settings or to View 1 and click on ADS Control. Then you should see on the left side of your screen, you should see this interface pop up. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open the image that we want to segment. So I'm going to do that by pressing the Load Image button. This is this one right over here. And navigating on your computer where the image that you want to segment is located. So in my case, I want to segment this histology image over here. Now, if you already have a segmented mask for your histology image, you can load it into the plugin using this button over here, the Load Existing Mask. Just so you know, if you want to do that, you need to have a mask that has this sort of format over here for the colors, meaning that the background should be black, the axon should be white, and the myelin should be a gray color. The intensity of this gray is 127. Now I'm going to perform a segmentation of this image using a automatic deep learning model. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to select the model that I want to use using this tab over there. So this is a TEM image, and so I'm going to select the TEM model, and I'm going to press on Apply ADS Prediction Model. Now this can take a while to segment the image depending on what hardware you have and how big your image is. Also, just so you know, I would recommend you having in the same folder as your image, you should have a file. You should have a file that's called pixel size in micrometers, and inside of this file, the resolution of your image should be written over there, right? Now, let's say that you're not satisfied with this segmentation and you want to make some adjustments to the mask. For example, on this segmentation, if we look at over here, we can see that there's a region where the segmentation that was done by the deep learning model doesn't seem very good. What we can do, we can change the opacity of every mask that we have, and yeah, and we can see that something doesn't look right over there, right? So what we can do is we can adjust the segmentation mask using the FSLeyes editing tool. What we're going to do is we're going to select the myelin mask. We're going to go on Tools, press Edit Mode. I'm going to change the selection size a little bit, and I'm going to press on the eraser to remove some elements of this mask. And now I'm going to complete the myelin mask so that it looks the way I want it. All right. And now that I've made the corrections to the masks, I can press on the Fill Axon button. Just be aware, this Fill Axon button is a bit volatile. What I mean by that is that if you have any closed myelin or rather open myelin, the axon mask might overflow on the rest of the image. So make sure that your myelin mask is always closed whenever you're using the fill axon button. Alright, so now that I've used the fill axon button, a new mask has appeared, and it's called seg axon corrected. This is just another axon mask, except that it's the output of the flood fill that we use to fill the myelin mask by axons. And now if you want, well, first of all, you can get out of the edit mode, and you can save your segmentation mask using the save segmentation button. If you click on it, you can select the path where you want the mask to be saved. So I'm going to use this folder over there. And if we take a look at it on our desktop, we can see that the corrected axon, myelin, and axon myelin masks are over there, right? So now if you want to compute some morphometrics on your data, you can use the compute morphometrics button over there. Before that, if you want to adjust some settings, you can do so using the settings menu that's over there. If you have any questions regarding what these settings mean, we will put a link in our documentation explaining what every settings does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on compute for morphometrics. This is going to take a bit of time. And once this is done, you will have the option to save a morphometrics data file containing the measurements that are being calculated. So I'm going to use this folder once again to save the output of the computation. Once you save it, you should see some numbers on your image. Whoops, sorry. And what do these numbers represent? They represent the index that are in the morphometrics file. And in this file, you will have the coordinates of the axons, and you will also have the relevant data. For example, this is the G ratio of all of the axons that were present in the mask. This is the axon area, the axon perimeter, the myelin area, and so on. We have the orientation, eccentricity, and solidity. So this has been the tutorial on how to perform a segmentation. If you have any questions, you can reach us by using our GitHub page, which will be linked in the description of this video. Goodbye.